Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Trish, and today I'm going to be doing my update number 2 for my Pan That palette for this year. So if that is something that interests you, just go ahead and keep watching. First, if you have yet to subscribe, I'd love it if you join the family. And now, let's get on to this very exciting update. So as I said in the intro, this is a very exciting update for my Pan That palette. I am so excited to show you my progress. I have been working super hard to make the progress that I have made. But first, let me show you where I was in the intro and for update number 1. And this is where I am now. And yes, you guys see correctly, I hit pan on this shade right here. But let's go ahead and go through this palette shade by shade, and I will let you know how often I use them. And my cat is here helping me film this in case you hear her. Okay, so first of all, this is silver shade. I used 5 times this month, and that brings my total usage up to 6 uses, and this is where she's at currently. I haven't been using this one as much as I did the previous month, but I will show you a very pretty look a little later on that I did where I just tapped this on the lid for just a little bit of sparkle, and that was probably my favorite look for this one. Still using it as an inner corner highlight and still not making the biggest progress, even though there is a very noticeable dip in it now. And this turquoise shade right here, I used it 9 times this month, you guys, bringing the total to 12 uses, and look at that dip. It is a really, there is a really deep dip going on there. And there's actually 2 dips going on. I did use this as an eyeliner, so if you see like the dip underneath or the line underneath, that's where I was using it as an eyeliner. And then that is, the top one was where I was using it as a blending shade or a crease shade or an all over lid shade. I've used this so much this month, and I've loved every look I've done with this. It's just been gorgeous. I do have to say I'm not wearing any eyeshadow today, and I actually have not been wearing any eyeshadow for the past like a week. Unfortunately, it's allergy season here, and my cat's trying to take my paper. And I just can't seem to get eyeshadow on my eyes without them really tearing up and looking like horrific. So I am not wearing eyeshadow currently, but I'm enjoying all my bold lips. So moving on to the next one, this orange shade right here, I used 8 times, and that brings my yearly total usage to 13 uses. And as you can see, that one has a huge dip in it as well. This one is also one that has the line through it. I have been using it as liner, so I am super excited with the progress on that shade right there. The next one is the most exciting update in this sparkling turquoise here. I used 8 times this month, bringing my total usage this year to 10 uses, and I hit pan. So excited about that. I was beginning to wonder if that was ever going to happen, but there is it. And actually, it's a very big pan as well, because once I hit pan, I've been working around where I hit pan to try to widen that. So I've loved using this. I've used it all over the lid numerous times. I have used it as an inner corner and a little bit of an underneath, like I lined just a little bit of underneath my eyes. I've used it like that, and it was really gorgeous as well. Just loving the blue looks. I know in January I wasn't really loving the blue looks. February was totally blue. So the next shade down here, this navy, I used 8 times, bringing my total bringing my total uses to 11 times this year, and it also has a very good dip going in it. I did use a denser brush with this one because I use it to smoke out my lash line. I use it as an outer corner highlight. So that is where that is now. I still love the look. This is probably going to take forever to hit pan, but I'm hoping I will hit pan on one of these shades, one of these mattes within the next 2 or 3 months. But this blue one here might be the first, just because I use a denser brush, whereas these two up here I've been using a fluffier brush with. And then last but not least, this brown shade. Okay. I told you guys in January I absolutely hated this shade and I hated the way it looked on my eyes. And that is no longer true, believe it or not. I did find that I like using this on my lower lash line just to smudge out the black eyeliner I look, but also I'm going to put up a picture here where I used it on my lid and then tapped a little bit of this on top of it just to give it a hair bit of a sparkle, and then put a lot of blue underneath my eyes, almost to the point where it looked like I had deepened my blue circles under my eyes. And then I put on my glasses, and let me tell you guys, the look with the glasses just made it. It looked so pretty with my glasses. Without it, it looked a little crazy, but with my glasses, it looked really, really good. So I did find a way to use this brown here, and you don't really see a dip. I only use this brown 3 times, bringing my total uses to 8. And besides using it all over the lid, the only other way I was using it was on my lash line. So obviously I'm not using a lot of it at a time. So that is where this palette is currently, and I am so excited with the progress. Really hoping my allergies will get a little bit better so I can go back to wearing eye makeup. That would be nice. I'm gonna throw up a picture of my pumpkin spice latte palette for the intro and last month. And this is where the palette is currently. Now, you can kind of see a dip in this one here, but for the most part, it looks about the same. As I've told you guys before, these are very pigmented shadows, so it's going to take a very long time for me to even hit pan, if I'm going to hit pan. But let's go ahead and go through the usage. I used ice twice, and I used them for total orange looks. I used double shot twice, and you can start to see a little bit of a dip there. I used a little bit denser of a brush in this one, which is why you see more progress in this one than this one. I used steamed once. Still, it's a neutral color. I haven't done that many neutral looks, let's be real. And then this last one, espresso, I used twice. Once I figured out how to use the brown again, I did switch back to using the brown because this palette here is the one where I would like to hit pan and possibly finish it up. The other one, I would just like to hit pan on the shades of them. So that is my progress for this Pan That palette. My very exciting progress, you guys, I hit pan. I'm so excited about that. But that is my progress for my Pan That palette for this month, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you would give it a thumbs up, that would be great, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!